Sally, you're all right.
Well, of course I'm all right. But my purse, Mac.
I'll have Enright put the purse snatching detail on it right away.
Is that all you do? Just put the purse snatching detail on it?
Well, that's our normal procedure, but if you want special attention...
Oh, no. I just want to be as satisfied as any other woman that you have to handle.
I'll see that you're not neglected.
Okay. Thanks, Mac. Bye-bye. I don't know what I expected Mac to do, but he certainly did do it, didn't he?
Well, he is the police commissioner, you know.
I know, but I didn't expect it to get here before I did. Wasn't that sweet of him to surprise me like this?
You're surprised. The front doorbell rings, I answer the door, and there's nothing there, just this purse. Couldn't the policeman have waited until I'd gotten there? I mean, I would have given him a cup of coffee or something. Hey, you don't suppose the word is out on my coffee, do you?
Mildred, I don't think anything is missing.
And what's that? Oh, it's a candy heart. You're always nibbling, aren't you?
I didn't put that there. Mac must have put it there.
I love you.
I love you too, Mac.
I didn't put this in your purse, Sally.
Who else would?
I didn't even know the purse snatching detail had found it.
No, sir, we didn't find it. Frankly, we didn't even have a lead. But we did put out a description of the purse snatcher.
Okay, Enright, thanks.
Well, how did my purse get here?
Are you sure nothing's missing?
Just something added. I love you.
I love you, too.
Oh, thanks. Hi there. Mac, maybe when the purse snatcher saw my ID, he realized you'd be involved in the case, and so he brought my purse back. No. Maybe it was just somebody that was very honest but didn't want to get involved.
Why would anybody honest want to snatch your purse?
Very good point. Mac, do you know, the whole time that I was out today, I had the strangest feeling that someone was watching me. As if he was following me. It was very weird.
He?
I don't know why I said he. I looked back a couple of times and I never saw anybody that looked suspicious.
Was this before your purse was grabbed?
Mm-hmm. But the thief came from in front of me.
Then anybody watching you would have been behind you. You would have seen the whole thing.
He.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I hear right? Hello.
We found a man who fits the description Mrs. McMILLAN gave us of the purse snatcher. Blonde hair, scar on his chin.
All right, put him in a lineup and Sally can... Oh, I see. Well, we have no other choice. All right.
That's him.
They found him in a vacant lot, sir. He'd been strangled. Commissioner, I ran an ID on the dead man. His name is Willie Blaine. 5 purse snatching raps, 4 convictions. Now, there's nothing unusual about him grabbing somebody's purse.
Well, but whoever murdered him and returned the purse with a candy message of love is unusual.
A little unbalanced, wouldn't you say, sir?
But Dr. Voigt can help us find a behavior pattern.
What we're looking for is a troubled mind, and I think we have to consider the probability it's somebody Sally already knows. Perhaps encounters almost every time she goes out.
Then I probably know him, too. He didn't return the purse openly because he murdered the man who stole it.
Right. Otherwise, he'd have wanted the credit for finding it. the recognition.
Well, you know, Sally had the feeling she was being followed, so he must have been right behind when the purse was grabbed.
Yeah, saw the whole thing.
But why?
Oh, thanks for these. Well, possibly somebody with his own little fantasy about Sally. And probably all quite innocent until he saw the purse snatcher give her a shove. But then he acted enraged because he doesn't want anybody to hurt her.
So he killed the man he thought hurt her?
Which means the fantasy is becoming a reality. And I think the sooner you locate him, the better.
Mac, if the person that was following me was someone that I recognized, I would have recognized him.
Not if you didn't spot him, you wouldn't.
Do you really think that it's someone that I know?
We had to consider it.
Well, I felt so foolish yesterday. Being filmed with all those nice men.
They didn't know they were being photographed.
No, but I did. None of them has ever done anything out of the way. Not even so much as a glance.
Not to your face, no. That's why we have to see what they do behind your back.
That's Joe Marley.
I have been going to that station for years, and I never knew that Joe went every time that I left.
He obviously appreciates your business.
Mac. Sam the Lobster Man.
Yeah? Never could sell a lobster without first bidding it fondue.
That would appear to be a somewhat emotional response.
Maybe so, but he couldn't kill anyone.
Our favorite waiter.
Ingo only likes me because you overtip.
Casey, isn't he the man you forced to resign from the police department?
That's right.
I didn't know he was working as a bank guard these days.
He told me he also moonlights as a night watchman.
I thought he was going to try and be a private detective. Didn't he open up an office on Geary Street?
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Casey's just a good friend.
Yeah. I remember him once telling me that a man could look a lifetime to find a girl like you.
Dear old Henry. Do you know that I've known Henry since before I knew you?
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Any of those faces look familiar?
The faces, no. The looks, yes.
It could be any of them, sir.
Marion, what are the chances it could be a stranger?
Well, it's highly unlikely a stranger's going to murder someone for Sally's purse. I'm afraid it's probably someone we've seen.
Mac, it just can't be one of those men. It can't. Can it?
Did you see anyone else that day that you know, perhaps spoke with?
No. Mac?
We'll find out who it is.
You and Mac are two of my dearest friends, and nothing's going to happen to you if I can help it. And I know I can.
I've been told that Marion often works overtime for your office at the expense of some of her wealthier clients.
Well, we pay her by the hour, just like any other client. Pretty steep fee, too.
You know, I never realized that Marion considered us such close friends, especially since she's only been over to dinner just a few times. Oh, and then we did take her to the football game that one time. Of course, you've known her longer than I have.
I never took her out, Sally.
Oh, she's the one.
One what?
The one you never took out.
Okay, process of elimination. Are you ready?
Ready.
The lobster man.
Sam Hill.
Yeah.
Sam the lobster man. All right, on the day it happened, he was at his lobster bin on Fisherman's Wharf until after dark. So that eliminates him.
Joe Marley.
The fellow at the service station. It's very interesting. Right after Mrs. McMillan drove off, he told his boss that he had a toothache, and then he left. Now, I've checked with his dentist. He didn't go to him that day.
Any idea where he went?
Yep. Later on, he was seen at a bar known as Kim's Corner, where he ordered a double bourbon with a beer chaser.
You mean after the purse snatching?
Yes, sir, about an hour after.
Enough time to kill a man and deliver Sally's purse to our house. What about Casey?
The bank closed at 3. After that, Casey was footloose. We don't know where he went.
Henry.
Who?
The magazine man.
Oh, well, he was supposedly at his newsstand from morning till night. But periodically, he takes a break, closes up. Now, that break can last anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour.
Another possibility.
Now, our last suspect, Ingo, the waiter. Now, the only time he had off was the break between lunch and dinner. He lives alone at the Manchester, but he didn't go back there that day, which he usually does.
We're not getting anywhere, Sergeant. Have you noticed?
Yes, but it takes time,
Well,
sir.
we haven't got time. 4 out of 5 of these could be our man, and our man is apparently a maniac in love with my wife. Night, Sally.
Good night, Mac. Mac? Are you asleep yet?
Not quite.
You know that man who thinks he's in love with me? Do you think he's crazy?
Well, not because he's in love with you. I mean, if that were the test for insanity, I'd already be locked up.
You're pretty nice, you know that? Good night.
Commissioner? Commissioner? Commissioner! Commissioner, are you all right?
Of course I'm not all right. I just fell down the stairs.
Mrs. McMillan, there was somebody in this house.
Good thinking, Mildred. Did you get a look at him, Mac?
No.
Are you sure you're all right?
I never said I was all right. I said I fell down the stairs.
Oh. Well, in that case, are you all right?
Terrific.
Mac, look at this. Flowers in front of my picture.
You must be out of Candy Hearts.
You're going to get more than a 24-hour guard in your house. I want every available man in the department on this case.
You know, you seem more upset about this than Mac is.
The murder of a petty criminal is one thing. Breaking into the house of a police commissioner is another ball game. The next thing you know, it could be the mayor or an alderman.
Or the DA.
Right. Well, obviously, whoever it is, he's out after big fish, and I want him nailed.
You mix a nice metaphor, Chapman.
Do I have a trait you don't admire?
You know he's wrong about the motive for the break-in, don't you? Dead wrong.
Hello, hi.
Sally,
Mac.
why did you scream last night?
Who is this?
I wouldn't hurt you. Don't you know that?
Who are you?
I want to meet you, Sally.
All right, where would you like to meet?
You mustn't bring anyone with you. You must come alone.
Of course, just tell me where and I'll be there.
Soho Bar and Grill at noon.
Mac, you can't get him that way, and you know
And
it.
you're not going to meet him, and I told you that when you called.
Mac,
It's out of the question,
you want to find him, don't you?
and I plan to.
How?
By being at the Soho Bar and Grill.
Hello, Commissioner.
Commissioner. Mrs. McMillan, this is policewoman Ella McKay.
How do you do?
We had to borrow one of your dresses.
Well, did you have to borrow my favorite one?
Oh, I'll be as careful with it as I can, Mrs. McMillan.
No. Mac, it's just not going to work with anyone else but me.
Come here, Ella. Now, look. What do you think, Henry?
I'm afraid Mrs. McMillan is right, sir.
Why? They're almost the same height. They look alike. And it's dark in there. I think we have a chance. Will somebody say something?
Mac, I don't ask to get involved in your cases, but I'm involved in this one whether we like it or not.
All right, Sally. This is the way it has to be.
Orange juice.
Looking for somebody, little lady?
Yes, I am.
You just found him, sweetheart.
Well, actually, I'm supposed to be meeting someone here.
That's right, baby doll. Me. Jack Tibble, Wholesale Meats, Des Moines.
Meets with your approval.
Clever, huh? Clever, huh? Hey, if you think that's good, let me tell you a story. I'll tell you the story about the Pope when he's going down the street and the little old lady was on the side. Hey, watch where you're going, will you?
Mister, we don't want no trouble
Hey,
here.
you can't do this to me. I got friends in Des Moines.
Come on.
I'm a United States citizen.
I saw how rude that man was to you. If they hadn't thrown him out, I would have done something myself. Care to join me at my table?
Oh,
It's very lonely out. Have you noticed? Even in the daylight. Join me, please.
all right.
Afternoon, Soho. Mrs. McMillan? I'll see if I can find a Mrs. McMillan. Hold on, sir. I believe it's him. Hello, sir. Are you there?
This is your
Yes,
friend. Perhaps
I
you'd
was
like to
told
join
Mrs.
us.
McMillan was in the ladies' lounge. She'll be... Oh, here she comes now, sir. She'll be right with you. One moment.
Why is he calling?
He was probably checking to make sure you're here. Enright's tracing the call.
Can't you hurry the trace?
Just one moment, sir. She's on her way.
Well, I have to talk to him, Mac. He's not going to stall forever.
No.
Mac, he's not going to wait there. I have to talk to him.
Okay.
Got it. He's in a phone booth at the station where Joe Marley works.
Stall him as long as you can.
Yes, sir.
Johnson, take Mrs. McMillan home.
What was the name, sir?
He's still at lunch. Should have been back by now.
Where does he eat?
Could be anywhere.
Commissioner!
Hello?
I want to speak to Sally McMillan.
Suppose you speak to me. I'm her husband.
She's there with you, isn't she? I know she's there.
What is it you want?
She tried to trick me. She betrayed me, and I loved her.
Was it him?
Yeah. Asking for Sally.
Joe Marley would know this number.
Well, what's going on, Commissioner? Somebody try to hold us up?
Where have you been for the past hour, Joe?
Lunch. Why?
Where'd you eat?
In my car. Here, take a look. I still got a half a pastrami sandwich left. Anybody want it? As you can see, I'm not a litter bug, or I'd have thrown it away already. Oh, for crying out loud, Commissioner, at least tell me what you think I did. Commissioner, there's a call for you.
Mac, he called again, the same man. Just a minute ago. He says he's gonna kill me.
Hi.
Hi, you feeling?
Fine. Are you okay? I've been worried about you.
I'm fine. I mean, how often does a girl get two guys to make a pass at her in one day? I loved it. Really, I was very flattered. Besides, Mildred told me it's been years since she's had two guys make a pass at her in 5 minutes.
Oh, so?
Really, she asked me for the address of the Soho Bar and Grill so she could hang around there, I think.
You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? Policeman at the front door, all the locks are changed.
Then give me a kiss. That's the only way I'll know you're telling me the truth. You're trembling.
Why not? You're still the best kisser in town.
All right. Suppose we concentrate on the phone calls.
Well, he disguises his voice, I'm sure of that.
There was something familiar about it, though, wasn't there?
Do you realize what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. I know him, too. But who?
Someone we both know,
Who appears to be normal.
but who's really very weird. Who does it fit?
All of them.
Well, I'm just going to sit right down here and think about all of them, one by one.
Then you'll go out of your mind.
I think I already have.
You know we're not getting anywhere.
Well, if I weren't so afraid of having a bad dream, I'd say let's go to bed.
No, we're getting somewhere.
By trying to entice him into a trap, she rejected him. I'm not surprised he threatened to kill her.
I never should have allowed Sally to go there.
Don't blame yourself.
I knew better, too, Mary, and I'm worried. We're not moving fast enough.
Well, I've been going over these suspects in Sergeant Enright's report. Your waiter is a very interesting study. It's got a bright, cheerful exterior, but it conceals a deep inner brooding. Joe Marley's got the kind of ego that make him think he's a lady killer. On the outside, Henry is a male Pollyanna. To him, the world is a beautiful place, but is it? I went by the bank and spoke with his boss. He says Casey's doing just fine, seems to be adjusting to his new life. But you and I both know if he didn't suffer from hypertension and blackouts, he'd still be on the police payroll.
And we still don't know who it is. Is that what you're saying?
I'm afraid so. All you can do is just keep a closer watch on Sally as possible. He threatened to kill her, and you can be sure he's going to try to do it. Now, is there any other cheerful news you'd like to hear?
Somebody, sir. Could be him. No, sir. When he saw it was a police car, he turned on the panic button.
Suppose we turn on ours. Y33 in pursuit of green Ford sedan, license number Tom Nora 440. Headed for intersection of Sutter and Maybell.
Lost him. Let's keep looking. Did you see the writing on the windshield?
What writing?
$695. Clean as a whistle.
This is McMILLAN again. Give me Sergeant Enright.
It was right here on the lot, sir.
Of course I didn't know it was missing. Do you know how many cars I got on this lot?
But it was missing. The engine's still hot. Do you leave ignition, keys, in all these cars?
Why not? We're open all night. Besides, where would I hang that many keys anyway? Get mixed up, I'd have a locksmith
Anything,
you
Jimmy?
wouldn't believe.
No prints inside, sir. Just like it says on the windshield. Clean as a whistle.
You won't find any on the outside either. The lot boy just wiped it down.
Check it anyway.
Yes,
We
sir.
run a tight ship at O'Hara.
The man who stole it obviously wore gloves.
Because he knew it would be traced. You sure nobody saw him take it or bring it back?
You know how many cars I got on this lot?
No.
How many cars do you think he has, Commissioner?
Come on.
It couldn't be Casey, Mac. He's such a sweet person.
That's what he says about you, you know.
Oh, Mac, really?
Sally, I have to explore every possible direction. We worked that stake out of the Soho very carefully. Only someone with experience would be able to figure it out, like a former cop.
You're zeroing in on Casey.
I'm zeroing in on everybody. We have to figure it out, no matter who it is.
I agree. But making a phone call to a booth at Joe Marley's station? How would Casey know about that?
Well, if he's following you around, he knows everything. And being the smart cop that he is.
He might have thrown in Joe as a red herring.
Those little chats you've been having with Casey in front of the bank, what were they about?
Oh, nothing really. Time of day.
Well, it doesn't take 11 minutes and 14 seconds to discuss the time of day.
You clocked us.
I did. What did you talk about, Sally?
I don't know. Casey used to like to talk about his wife. He still grieves for her. He goes to visit the cemetery all the time. Puts little flowers on her grave. He grows those flowers himself. He has a hothouse behind the place where he lives.
You just said it.
I did.
Mm-hmm. The violets.
Casey knew they were my favorite flowers.
No. I know they're your favorites. But when I went to the florist to buy you some, they were out.
So you brought me those roses. They were nice.
Violets are seasonal, unless you have some way of controlling it.
Hothouse. Oh, Mac.
I think I'll have a little chat with Casey.
Why do we always have to get our best clues at bedtime?
He works here, sir, moonlighting as a night watchman. Then he works all day at the bank. I don't know how he does it. Can't be helping his hypertension any.
Casey? 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 Casey's home address?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Freeze, Casey. Give me the gun.
Get the light switch on, right?
Why, Commissioner, what are you two guys doing here?
Find out why you tried to kill us.
Me? Try to kill you?
That's right, where you worked, not 10 minutes ago.
Fellas, I've been here for an hour, maybe more.
Why weren't you at work?
Now, look, Commissioner, I work all day at the bank and all night at the garage. So what's a man gonna do? Sometimes I slip over here, tend my flowers, get a little sleep. Well, the guy who comes out in the morning punches out for me. Nobody's the wiser. That is, up until now, anyway.
I'll check with that guy today, Commissioner.
Good, do that. I want you to. He'll tell you.
What about now, Casey? Why the gun now?
Well, you see, I thought it was this vandal again. You know, some bum has broken into here 3 different times. Hey, look. You see where the guy busted my lock. Well, tonight I figured I'd leave the lights out in the house, so he thought maybe I could trap this guy back here. You know, it's a funny thing. All this guy ever steals is my violets.